Hello everyone, Aquan Blue Jay here. We are back with another video. Today we are playing Fnia Another Story 2, the second installment of the Fnia Another Story series. And yeah, really happy to get into the game today because it just released, and I really enjoyed how the last one ended off. So yeah, let's get back into it. This is a direct continuation of the first Fnia Another Story. So I would highly suggest you to go check out those videos instead, if you haven't seen those already. But without further ado, let's jump into the game. All characters, music, and backgrounds belong to their authors and the legal representatives. Yeah, I think that's a given. Okay, when a Formula 1 car flashed past me, I pressed the button on the stopwatch. The stopwatch showed 2 minutes 34 seconds. She just broke her record by just a few seconds. Wilson Sound Estimate showed me the figure that was shown by the manual police radar, 213 kilometers per hour. It's so good that Alice is in the police, at least we are aware of all the changes and about the new equipment. How long did she drive this time? 2 minutes 34 seconds. She once again broke her record. How long have we been here? Some countdown to the third hour. I think we've been here for 4 hours. Wonder if she ever get tired of riding back and forth on the one-way. Really hope so. I'm getting tired of this. Seems like she's deliberately stalling for time. No, she says she wants to find a balance in her car, and the only one who can set up her car and stand next to me and complain. No, everything suits me, but tell me, are you tired of standing here? You have things to do, don't you? This conversation can go on indefinitely. How about checking her in your work? What do you mean? It's very simple, John. Take it and block her way. Let's see how good those new brakes that you installed on her car. Um, uh, I feel that that would be a really dumb idea. No. What? No, I won't do it. For some reason, I thought so. Don't worry, the brakes are working, and if they didn't work, then I would have already crashed. Diane lived not far from us. When I got to her car, I took off the steering wheel so that she could get out the car. This is how Formula 1 cars are built. When she got out the car, she took off her racing helmet and angrily threw it inside. Insufficient downforce, scrapped it! You serious? How many more times do I need to do this? As much as I tell you. It's useless to argue, so I silently approached her car and began to adjust the angle of the front and rear fenders. I do almost all the work. Oh really, and what are you doing? For example, the differential of 4 parameters, first and the degree of its blocking. Firstly, this is a certain basic average level, then the level blocking during braking is of the entrance to turns. Then under the gas, this is already at the exit. Finally, this is the sign for fast turns. Well, only I can determine which turns are fast. A minute, and what else? I can also adjust brake balance. This is also related to the sound of the power plant, namely the degree of engine braking. Now I wonder who will win this argument. Let's not the mechanical parameters. This is the weight distribution, suspension settings, then the aerodynamics are superimposed on it. The way the wheels of different axes are loaded with downforce. It seems that it is not difficult to configure each parameter separately, but the most important thing here is to put everything together. It's important to know the physics of the car movement because all signs are corrected. It often happens that in the order of achieve a result in one thing, you need to consistently change some parameters at once which do not seem obvious. And at the same time, there is a great chance at any of these stages to make a mistake that comes out of the most inopportune moment. Okay, I get it. Congratulations, John, you won. And now, if you don't mind, let's get ready and leave. That's enough for today. My car isn't ready yet. He's not your personal mechanic, Dinah. John, finish him, let's go. Alice hit the man again, causing him to groan slightly. I sat a little behind her, my arms crossed over my chest. Thus it will take us a long time to get the information out of him. My methods are specific but very effective, but we don't need this person to suffer much. He's just a pawn that will lead us to the king. If you think about it, at the moment I am helping the police to conduct an investigation, I thought I wouldn't do it anymore. I repeat, for the last time, if you don't give me the answer, then I will have to take drastic measures. Alice took out a revolver and spun the drum and put the revolver to the man's head. Tell me the address of your base, the number of your people, and where your leader is located. Fuck you, you police brat. You had your chance. Alice pulled the trigger and there was a click. Of course, there were no cartridges in the revolver. Turned to me, she nodded. I waited until the man looked at me and slowly approached him. You're wasting your time. Didn't work out for her and it won't work out for you. We'll see about that later. For now, I put my gun with my hand. I was sure that Alice noticed this. Just waiting for what she would have to come up with. Just a few seconds later, I heard the sound of the shutter twitching. If you shoot a 5.45 caliber bullet in one leg and a 7.62 caliber bullet in the other, the person will not notice the difference, because there will be a painful shock, both from 5.45 and from 7.62, but I'm not sure. Let's check it. Alice aimed her sniper rifle at the man's leg and fired near the leg. The man screamed and began to get noticeably nervous. That's great, he's concerned. From 5.45, that's 39, 45 by 39, there'll be a through shot through with low damage. There will be less pain there, believe me. The pain shock will come later, but 762 by 39 will break the bones. I began to walk slowly around the man, trying to speak as menacingly as possible. It will crush him and tear the tendons and the muscles at the outset, but yes, the effects will be the same. Severe pain. Don't forget that 5.45 by 39 is a bullet that behaves unpredictably when it collides with an obstacle. So once it hits the bone, it will begin to wind the what? The wounded man's meat like a spindle yarn with all the ensuing consequences. That's enough. And tell us what we want to hear. The man was silent for a while. If I say they'll kill me, and if you don't tell me, I'll kill you. That, I feel like that was a given. Okay. The question is who will kill you faster? Your friends who are more likely to just shoot you, or I will show you maximum creativity and make you feel everything. You did it anyway, so it's better to not complicate things. Okay, I'll tell you everything I know. He's at your disposal, Alex. Alice walked up to the man and stood opposite him. I, in turn, moved a little further away. Our shelter is located relatively close to a business center, near the intersection of Highway 4 and Woodward 12. There's a small road leading to a sawmill. That's where we are. Wait a minute. The sawmill's working? It's just cover. You need to hide in a prominent place. We did just that. Good. How many of you are there? Can't say for sure. About 30 people, maybe a little more. What about your weapons? Pistols, assault rifles, grenade launchers. I see. You guys are serious. Who's your boss? Millen Weber. He is located in the same place as the sawmill, but I do not know where exactly. Ordinary sentries are not allowed to get close to him. Well done. Why couldn't you tell us everything at once? Alice came up to me. Found out what we needed, but maybe he knows something else. I can take him to the police station for questioning. Well, if he doesn't know anything else, then it will be a waste of time. Preparation of the operation will take quite a long time, so what are we going to do with him? Huh. I mean, if we remember Alex in the, other game, he killed, but I feel like we need information of him. Take him to the station and hand him over to them. Tell him that this person is from me. I'm sure he will choose something else. Whatever you say. She took one step towards the man, but I took her hand and pulled her to me. Maybe somewhere else. We're kind of busy. I want to take part in the operation. Really? Yes. You know you're wanted, right? Other special forces units may recognize you. How about a mask, bro? Or a bandana? Anything to cover my face and give me a special forces suit. This can be done, but they will definitely notice that one person has been added to the squad. I'm sure you'll come up with something. Okay, I'll do it. I'm forced to leave here. Can you handle it on your own? Of course. Hold on. Sorry. That. Mm-mm. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike on that. Yay. I went outside since John's busy repairing my car. I just went in the direction of my house. I answered the phone. It was John. Alex, where are you? Something happened? No, it's alright. Just finished with your car and short. Come back and take it. You took a long time with it. Then I urgently wanted to check your car in action. Since I'm the only mechanic with you, she took me with her. And that you couldn't refuse her? No. You just don't know how to refuse. I'll be there soon. I jumped the call and put the phone in my pocket. After walking literally 100 meters, I had a feeling that someone was watching me. I looked around without stopping and realized that there was no one. No one was paying attention to me. If one is in a hurry somewhere and they don't really care about me, but my instincts don't lie. Someone's watching me. Alex jumped the call, however, as always. I sat down on the floor next to Alex's car, leaning my back against the door. Carefully putting my phone on the floor next to me, I suddenly looked around the garage. When I want to become a racing mechanic, that's not what I meant. On the other hand, my dream seems to have come true, even if not legally. I've been with them for a month now and practically don't leave the garage. I looked at all the cars and have repaired everything that needed repair. Everyone was happy with my work and almost immediately they accepted me into their team. Now I have friends in car and money, of course. The willing participate in street races and states are quite high there. I don't drive myself. I learned to drive for difficulty. Where do I care about racing? The previous mechanic was killed in a car accident. I don't want to repeat his fate. Since the dead man does not need a car, I was allowed to take it for myself. I didn't mind. Ford Mustang GT. It was a good car. I was barely able to fix it. Apparently, the driver died from a head-on collision. I restored this car for about a week, and when I restored it, I didn't touch it anymore. Looking around the garage, I did not notice my car. It looks like Jane took it. Damn. She'll paint it again in principle. I don't mind Jane. She's quite a creative person, and she draws perfectly. I yawned. Damn. When was the last time I slept? It seems like 2 days ago in this case. I have every right to disconnect right here. I woke up from the fence and someone kicked me on the leg. I opened my eyes, but I wasn't fully awake yet. Wake the fuck up, John. We have a seat to burn. His eyelids, I looked at him. He changed his style again. Seems like he has done this 3 times a week. Aw, he changes his style like way too many times. He helped me to my feet and immediately got into his car. Where are you going? Come with me too. Change your clothes. I'll be waiting for you outside. Will you tell me where we're going? To our old friends. They have changed something here. What? I do not understand. Phrase Anime Convention? Do you remember such a place? So that's what it was called. You were there for a week and you didn't know what this place was called? The name is written in large letters at the entrance. Oh my god! He, he didn't know where he was working for a week. I didn't pay attention to it. I usually look at the ground when I walk. You seem to have expanded the bill. Let's go capture new territories. Can you at least be serious this time? Fuck you, John. I'm not going to change. I noticed Endless shaking his head, closing his eyes. After that, he held his head with one hand. Something new? Alex, are you okay? He didn't answer me for a while. Then he shook his head again and finally answered. Don't worry about me. Worry about others. We drove on in silence. There seems to be something wrong with Alex. Something really wrong. Alex quietly broke down the door and we calmly went inside. When we entered the main hall, we saw a girl who was carrying some documents. She stopped and looked at us in surprise. We in turn looked at her quietly. I wonder how much longer this will continue. Looks like you're Christy, right? Yes. How do you know that? Well, I worked here for a while and sold some files on the computer. I think Christy Dilling is listed as a night guard. Who, who are you? What are you doing here? Don't worry, honey. We won't offend anyone. In any case, this one won't offend. And I don't guarantee anything about myself. Do you have anything to protect yourself? Yes, a shocker, but I didn't think I would use it in such a place. Great! Use it if I become unstable or aggressive, but keep in mind that I will most likely fight back. Such a fragile girl like you will not be difficult for me to win. Oh, that's not right to say, Alex. Alex is always on his repertoire. You don't know how to make friends, Alex. Don't worry, Christy. Everything will be fine. I'm John, and this strange person is Alex. You shouldn't be here. John told me the same thing when I came here. Just so I know. Come on, don't be afraid. Okay, but keep in mind that the cameras record everything and if something abnormal happens, they'll find out about it. They? I'm just a security guard. I have a management team that monitors everything. Though this team consists of two people, no matter, let's go. Chrissy turned around and walked towards the office. We followed her. At one point, Alex whispered to me, "She's lying." What do you mean? She's got a gun. It seems to me that this is not the only thing that she lied to us about. You always expect the worst. Why? Everyone has their own vision of the world. My world has recently become the worst hell. But one thing still pleases me. And what is this thing? Alex tapped his forehead lightly with two fingers. You can't break something that's already broken. My god, Alex, go to a psychiatrist. Maybe they will help you there. I'm not looking for help, John. Okay. We went into the office a little later than Chrissy. She was arranging various papers and folders, and she didn't pay any attention to us at all. What are you doing? I don't think you'll be interested in this. Just various errands. Order something, check something. Well, you know yourself. You weren't here in my place. I wasn't a security guard. I was a cleaner. Christy stopped arranging the documents and turned to look at me. She looked at me strangely, and then at Alex. Is something wrong? Christy turned around and continued to work on the documents. No, it's alright. So I'm sick of it. Have fun. Alex started to leave the office. Where are you going? I have no idea. I'll just go straight until I hit something or someone. Don't do anything stupid, okay? I'll do something stupid on purpose. Alex did not linger any longer and left in an unknown direction. Till he left the building, it would not be difficult to find him. I don't like it. Why? He's quite funny to me. What? Wait, hold on. You just don't know him. He's a terrible person. I can say with full confidence that he's emotionally unstable and maybe mentally. Where did you find such a friend? He found me. Pure chance. How did he find you? I can tell her everything as it was, but should I do it? Alex doesn't seem to trust her very much, although what can she do with this information? If she tells someone, the silence will come for her. I'm an auto mechanic by profession. I was working at an auto repair shop on the outskirts of Esper, and one day Alex just came into that auto repair shop. It was necessary to replace the brake pads on his car, it doesn't matter. At that time, I was still working here at night. The same night he broke in here, Alex was quite friendly with both me and the girls. Everyone seemed to like him, especially mine. Joe, when it was time to leave, he did not want to, and then after I said too much, he threatened to kill me. The whole story is quite long to tell. In short, the events just coincided almost twice in a row. I see. You say you worked as an auto mechanic, and what do you work for now? Told you quite a lot, although this is just a small part of the whole story. Well, it's interesting to see your reaction. I do not work. I'm a criminal. I rob, kill, steal, well, so on little things. Really? She's visibly tensed up, seemed a little scared and all. No, this is more about Alex and not about me. I'm so mechanic. She exhaled with relief and wrote something down on a small piece of paper lying on the table. I don't really like all this business conversation. No, of course. If I take a direct part in them, then perhaps I will be able to come up with an agreement with my opponent. But in this case, only they speak, not me. I won't bother them. When I entered the main stage, the first thing I noticed was the stage Freddy and Chica were talking about something among themselves. Bonnie wasn't there. I came a little closer, but they still didn't pay attention to me. On the other hand, why do I need their attention now? I wonder if they remember me. I'm sure that yes, it's hard to forget me. I watched them for a few more seconds, after which I stamped my foot quite loudly. They stopped talking and turned sharply in my direction. I didn't wait for their reaction, just when that direction from where James came out last time. I stopped in the hallway and looked around. There was a door to my left, and when I went to it and pulled the handle, I found that it was closed. It will not be difficult to open it. Maybe it's Chrissy who will open it for me. I turned down sharply and looked around. Again, this feeling someone is watching. I looked out in the main hall, but Chica and Freddy were still on stage. When I looked into each of the toilets, there was no one there either. Corridor let me somewhere further, but at that moment, no one was looking around the corner watching me from there. Looking at the ceiling, I saw a vent. I walked right under it and started peering there. I stood there for a minute. There's definitely no one there. Remember on a couple of films in participation of aliens, I moved away from ventilation just in case. Leaning against the wall, I put my hand on my head and just stood there for a while. I've been feeling dizzy with a headache lately. Looks like I'm sick. Shaking my head, I walked down in the corridor. Alex said that the building was expanded here. Yes, he's right. Several rooms have been completed here, and new animatronics have also appeared. Really? And how did everyone else react to the new ones? Very strange to me. When they saw each other, they recognized each other. Feels like they've known each other for a very long time. As for me, this is good. Who exactly is here? Is new here. I think the manager called them Funtime Baby Balor and Funtime Freddy. Another Freddy? Yes, but Funtime Freddy still has a few differences. What are these differences? Well, the most noticeable difference is her color. Like Frey, she's white. That's not the right phrasing. Funny, I take it she's like a polar bear. Maybe I didn't think about it. But there's one problem. Two of the three new emotrons have a defect. Oops, sorry, someone called me. And yeah, again, sorry if there's any sounds or whatever in the background. Yeah, so yeah. Two of the three neuromotrons have a defect. Frey's a mute, Laura's blind. It's pay, you sure have seen how my manager was worried about this. He even stayed near them for a while to make sure that nothing would happen to them. I didn't think they could have the same defense as humans. I've heard that blind people have the same vivid dreams as sight people. Wonder if this Laura also has. Do they dream at all? You're asking questions I don't have an answer to. I don't think I've seen any of them sleeping. We were silent for a while. Obviously, I don't have much to talk about with her. What about the building if it was expanded? Yes, you are right, and judging by the cameras, your friend is right now in the new part of the building. I didn't doubt it. How did they expand the building? We just built a few more rooms. At the time of construction, the building was closed and the manager himself came to control the work process. I think because of this, everyone finished pretty quickly. Of course, I'm not sure, but it seems to me that animatronics are a little afraid of my manager. What makes you think that? They all obey him, even Marie, and they are all silent in his presence. I don't think this is an indicator of fear. It just seems that way to me. I summed at the beginning of the new corridor. It seemed to me that someone came into one of the rooms, but I didn't have time to determine who it was. When I took a step towards the room, Bonnie came out of it. She seemed to be looking for someone. She immediately went to another room without even looking around. Hey! I didn't let her come into the room because I called her. She stopped just standing there for a few seconds. She turned to me, but she didn't seem to recognize me. Now I'm checking if she remembers me or not. Took a few steps toward her. She in turn stepped back. Glad to see you. Didn't you recognize me? She didn't answer. Oh, come on, it hasn't been that long, Lovergirl. Lovergirl? Alex? Smile and nodded. Alex! She went up to me and hugged me. I hugged her back. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you. Believe me, I'm still the same Alex that you remember. True, I've aged a month, but I don't think it matters. She hugged me and took Ruby out of her pocket, so that's where he went. Found out where I put him. She looked at it and handed it to me. Keep it for yourself. You sure? Just not silently, she put it away. I started to think you weren't coming. Promised to come back, and here I am. What were you looking for here? Nothing special. If you don't want to, don't answer. Everyone has their secrets, so you're probably no exception. Yes, and what secrets do you have? Trust me, you don't want to know about it. Now I want to go. Wait. Now I want to go there. In that case, let's go. I want to turn to one of the rooms, and Bonnie happily followed me. So, that is episode 1. And yeah, again, sorry for any background noises or stutters or anything like that. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Um, Real quick, I want to kind of like give a little criticism of the game. Just like the first game, um, I think it has a little too much detail, mainly with the cars or like torture methods. I think the person who made this or my buddy needs to kind of lower that down a bit. I mean, it makes the game more interesting, yes, but having to read all of that kind of bores anyone who's not interested in that stuff. So other than like having the entire game based around cars, guns, and drugs, is a Fnia story, so probably more Fnia elements. Um, but that's about it. Other than that, um, I would recommend if they added like better music, like like music that they made themselves or got someone else to make for them, because I want to play music in the background of these videos, but it's really bad to do so if every song is copyrighted. So yeah. Um but with that out of the way, that's the end of today's video. I hope you all guys enjoyed. And if you liked the video, please go ahead, press like, subscribe, and click that notification bell for future videos. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.